All right, thanks, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Chicago Bears and the Columbus Caps. The bye weeks are over. It's all about football all the time as we're underway here in Week 13.
Come on, fellas.
Set. Round 80.
Wax it. Do it right back. Do it right back.
Hey, Delta. Hey, White, 89.
Now a play fake here on first down. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Rivers incomplete on first down. Here's second and 10.
Here I come again. Here I come again.
Alpha. Hey, I'm going to go load it. Load it. Hey, ready. Behind.
To throw again. Rivers. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Load it. Load it. Behind.
On third down, Rivers. Open man is Trey Burton. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a fourth down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Okay, ready?
51's the mic. Hey, I'm coming. Let's go.
On first down, Jones. Complete to Hilton. Give him 30 yards there.
Let's go.
That's a great job of working the sideline right there. I love how he tracked the football the whole way. Just reached up and pulled it in. Had excellent field presence to understand where he was in order to make that play happen.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up first and 10. Operating from the gun, Jones. And the catch made by Hilton. 2 plays, 2 catches. You have a feeling they're going to look for him early and often, and that's to be expected. You got a player of his caliber, why not?
And I think it's also a message from them to the defense that you're not going to dictate to us what we're going to do with one of our better players, because so often you hear about defenses saying, we're going to take away what you do best. In this case, they're going to move him around, find proper matchups, and make sure they continue to funnel the ball to him.
Jones on first down. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. It'll be a gain of 9, and that'll make it second and short.
Go.
Throwing Jones. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. A gain of 13. It's a first down. Jones heading up here first and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game.
He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up.
Go. Go.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Catch made here by Campbell. He's down inside the 10 to the 8. And it comes on a gain of 8. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards. Now Jones. This will be caught. he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Here's Jones. From the gun, he'll throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Damon Harrison bringing in 341 pounds of power for the sack.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Paris Campbell, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Ben Banagoo in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Hey, check Mike 6, Mike.
Hey, Rocket. Hey.
After the sack on 1st down, Rivers, he'll find Miller. That's complete. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
I got you, son.
Left right. Hey, Charlie. Hey, Rocket. You.
To throw on 3rd down, Rivers. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Javon Hargrave able to record his 5th sack of the season. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
1st and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
And now a hook up downfield on 2nd down. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
6-6, pull it high. Hey, high step, let's go.
Now Jones throwing on 1st down. And that'll be incomplete. Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Stephon Tuitt able to shake free and get home for the sack. Jones now throwing on 3rd and long. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
I don't know about you, but if I'm the offensive line coach right now, I'm having an absolute fit. This team that they're going against has 3 sacks, yet they rank dead last in the league in sacks coming into this game.
Maybe overlooked them a little bit?
Could be. I don't know if it's the scheme. I don't know if they've just gotten fortunate along the way. I have no real great answer for it, but we're seeing something you don't often see.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 14-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
Hey, let's go.
Here we go, Gage.
Hey, check. Hey, I'm going to go load it.
On 2nd and 11 now. Rivers, he's going to float this over the middle, deep into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Rocky Sin. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
And just a quick hitch route there, complete to his tight end. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Hey, Haywood.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
Look at me, zipper.
Throwing on 1st down, Jones. He's got it to Hilton. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. On 1st and 10, Jones.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st. Back to throw. Jones. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. It's a gain of 5, and it's a 2nd down. 2nd and 5. And he is caught at the 7-yard line. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 9 yards on the play there, and it'll set him up 1st and goal.
First and goal at the 4-yard line.
Here we go. 60 Pittsburgh. We ain't giving up nothing today. Get it.
And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Paris Campbell with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And it's now 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the 1st half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. He'll get a couple yards on that one. And just like that, it's third down.
180! 180! Check right, six. Big stop.
Third and short yardage, Rivers. Finding Gabriel, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. Rivers now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's first and 10.
Hey, ready, start!
To the air again here, Rivers. He's got Burton here. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7. Now Rivers, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Third and long for Rivers. And he's going to go down again. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line.
17-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
A bit of a surprise. They're going for it with 2 ticks remaining. No sign of the field goal unit. And some room to work. And with a clock reading zeros, he is into the end zone. What an exclamation mark to the end of this second quarter.
Indeed. Indeed.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice.
And got his man complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. They'll get 34 yards there. Well, you had all halftime to think about what you wanted to do to start the second half. They came out with a big one.
Does that not beg the question? What was happening in the other locker room at halftime? Was that the one play they didn't cover as a possibility? Because they just gave up a big, big game.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown. Harris Campbell, 41 yards. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that makes the score 28-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Rivers incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing, Rivers. Oh, wide open, complete. The 20, 10, touchdown, Chicago. Tanner Gabriel, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bears get a bit closer. Eddie Pinheiro now for the extra point. He's got it to bring it back to 28-7 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Come on,
the offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just give them a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent, it's really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
Yeah, now they're just looking to add to that total. Looking to throw. Jones looking deep for Hilton. That's going to be caught. And he will take it in for the touchdown. T.Y. Hilton, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do. And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Hey, Delta! Hey,
play action now, Rivers. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 47. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception and as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. Jones operating from the gun. Looking deep for Hilton. This is caught. And he gets into the end zone for the touchdown. T.Y. Hilton with his second touchdown of the game, fourth of the year, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that will extend this big lead.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
Throwing again on second down. Rivers, he completes this into the hands of Miller. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. He lost 2, and it brings up fourth. Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence these guys to continue to get upfield and find a way to use that against them and slip things in behind them. So some quick passes could work as well.
Steps away to his left. He may try and run for this. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced the ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
Yeah, they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now,
there he goes left side. Touchdown, Chicago. Anthony Miller. His second touchdown on the season. And the Bears are in for 6. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team. That their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 7 yards there and a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Jones. From the gun, he'll throw. He finds his man Johnson. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one goes for 24 yards. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. From the gun, Jones. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. So both offenses come to life here in this third quarter as this is shaping up for a good finish. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Jones heading up here 1st and 10, and he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
Push him back. Push him back.
At the 6-yard line.
And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
Here we go. 60 out long.
Jackson brought him down. A gain of 1 yard on
Protein
the play.
spill.
It's now 3rd and goal.
Hey, Alpha.
Mike.
Hey.
Check 55. Mike. Here we go, D. Hey, it's just
Hey.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Now. Ready.
Now Jones going to throw on 3rd and goal. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
Let's go, D.
6-6. Pull it high.
Flare.
Buzz.
55, my God, 55. Let's
Go. Lead grip.
Jones now throwing on 4th down. And it's caught. Touchdown. Marlon Mack, his 2nd touchdown on the season as his guys continue to pour it on. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the lead will swell by 1 more. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
go.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Let's put that team on the bus.
Red.
Working out of the gun, Rivers. Open man is Hill. He's got it. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
The Bears on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9.
Wait. 3 down. Check 24.
Left to right.
Back.
To throw, Rivers. This is Miller, complete. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
Red Delta!
Now Rivers on 4th down. And this is incomplete. The 2017 All-Pro Darius Slay there in coverage, knocking it away. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop is a big momentum play.
Right about 20 yards on the pickup. Well, officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19. Operating from the gun, Jones. He completes this one to Mack. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that'll make this a 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 8. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. Marr now to add the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Let's go.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. To throw again on 2nd down. Rivers. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Rivers to throw it. It's caught. It's Miller. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up, keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 49. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. Throwing, Jones. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. Good yardage after the catch as that play good for 30 and a first. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
Back to throw. Jones looking for his running back, and he's got him. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw into the hands of his running back, Marlon Mack. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll make it a second down.
Let's go, D. Big series right here. We got to step it up.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. 4 yards on the play. That's going to lead to first and goal. Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on first and goal. And he takes it in for the score.